Okay, so I'm here with Janet as our December resident spotlight. Let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Where were you born and where did you grow up?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and that's where I grew up until John and I got married, and then we started moving a lot. We moved 15 times
Wow.
in 16 years, and then we spent 12 years in northern Minnesota, a couple years in Colorado, a year and a half in California, back to Colorado for 12 years, and then we started coming down to Florida.
Very nice.
Moved all over.
Where did you attend college?
Actually, I didn't go to college. I went to real estate school. I got my license in California, Nevada, and Colorado. Yeah,
Okay.
that was my career.
And how long were you in that career
Oh
for?
gosh, probably 20 years.
Tell us about your family and if you have any grandchildren.
Okay, I certainly do. I have my husband, a wonderful husband, John, we've been married, let's see, it'll be 57 years
Wow.
in February. And we have one daughter, and she has 4 children. The oldest is Maria, who is 26. Then there's Peter, 24, Laura, 22, and Madeline, 21. And they're doing phenomenal, and they're wonderful young people.
What are your hobbies?
Well, right now, mostly it's tennis. I thought I could learn golf, but I don't think that's going to happen in this lifetime. But it's fun, just wonderful to be out on the course and watching the birds. In fact, I do that more than I golf. But I love it here, just love it.
Good.
But tennis is definitely my first love.
Perfect. What are your greatest accomplishments?
Well, if we look at my life, it would certainly be our daughter and the person that she is, and her children and how wonderful they are. That would certainly be what I would consider my greatest accomplishments as a human being. As an individual, it would be that when I was playing tennis at my peak, I made it to the 4-5 nationals team with a team out of Colorado. No, I'm sorry, that was out of Las Vegas. And then I used to ride our horses for many years, and I learned how to jump my horse. So that was a big thing at that time.
When did you become a resident of Seven Lakes?
Well, full-time resident just a year ago, but we've been coming here for, I figured this was 8 seasons now. Because we rented our first year, and then we purchased before we left our first year in building 24.
Okay. Are you involved in any committees, groups, or clubs at Seven Lakes?
Yes, I am. I've been on the tennis committee on and off for the past 7 years, and I've been president of the tennis club. Well, I was vice president for 1 year, and then I was president for 4 years, and then I was off for a year, and I've been president for the last 3 years, and this is my last term as president of the club.
What is your favorite thing about Seven Lakes?
The people, absolutely the people. We were here that first year. We rented in building 25, and we were here a week, and John and I were walking, and I said, I really like it here, and he says, well, let's talk about it in a month. And a month later, I said, John, I really like it here, and he said, I do too. And so before we left, we found a place that we could buy. So we were very excited that we became Seven Lakes residents, because the people here are just, they're everything I'd hoped they would be when we had a community to come to in the wintertime. And now, of course, we're here year round. So we're just very thankful we found Seven Lakes.
And what advice do you have for a new Seven Lakes resident?
To go, if you're more of an introverted person, to push yourself out of that and get into some groups, some things that you might have always wanted to try and were afraid or didn't have time, to put yourself out there and become part of the different clubs or activities, because that's how you'll make for the rest of our lifelong friends.
Good. Well, thank you, Janet.
Okay, you're very welcome.